Those two worlds, venture capital and government, didn't collaborate at all. And we did our first venture capital round in 2021. And then one of the best German funds invested into Polyteia in 2023. And that was really a big achievement so far because we brought the attention to the topic, and I think many more will follow in the future. I'm Faruk Tuncer, founder and CEO of Polyteia. I'm the MPP alumnus of the year of 2016 and the winner of the Alumni Achievement Award for 2024. Polyteia is a GovTech venture, so we're a private sector company that I founded to help governments move to the world of software and cloud. At the core, we have a fundamental problem in government. Governments really live in a world of Excel, Word, fax machines and slow processes, pen and paper. And I worked myself very close to government in a party headquarters six and a half years ago. And I realized myself like so many paper trails, so many jobs that are redundant and that can be done much better and that can be done in a data-driven way. Because digitization in the end is just more data, more information, which you can then make better services and better decisions. And that's what we do at Polyteia. And one of our core products is an analytics product. So we help governments to analyze their own data by tapping into their sources, their legacy systems, generating insights out of that, visualize data, make better decisions. One example that we do for state government is, for example, education systems. You need to know what kind of grades and competences the students have, how many lessons did they miss. Before, if you're just analog, you would track that with PDF forms. Let's say you have 1,000 schools in your system. They would all send you PDFs via email. A team of 5 would analyze these PDFs every day. With Polyteia, you could just implement a data collection process with forms to every school. They would transmit the data on a daily basis digitally, and it would be automatically crunched into a dashboard and visualized so that the minister, the authorities that have oversight see, okay, this is what happened in the school, this is how much, for example, Ukrainian refugees are in the classes, and I can allocate the resources for German classes in the right direction. I worked in the CDU of Germany, so the CDU Deutschlands, which was back then ruling with Angela Merkel as chancellor. And I had the feeling that municipalities, because I was responsible for local government policy in the party headquarters, that they work really like on a factless basis, gut feeling basis, and they actually confirmed that. And I always wanted to found a company, so I took this problem with me. I took all the contacts and asked them basically, when you get up in the morning, how do you start your day, your working day? So do you sit at your desk and how do you work? And through all these interviews, they had different starting routines, but they all told me the same. I really miss evidence when I'm doing policy making. I really miss evidence when I'm designing programs. And I know I have the data, but no one can bring it to me in a fashion that I can make sense out of it. And that's why I started with this first analytics product for governments, because this was the pressing need of my audience that I knew from my job. And it was mostly leaders that worked with, of course, decisions in the end. So a startup is never the same. So every year you actually change the org structure. And also managing that change all the time can be stressful, but also very exciting. And there I learned a lot, especially to be more patient and less stressed about minor things, more focused on the larger patterns. If you're thinking about founding a business, you don't need to overthink the business part so much. Business is really just doing it. Most people just don't do it. This is the problem. All this, how to set up a company, how to run a company, you learn it by doing. But what's much more important is the knowledge that you gain from the MPP or MII or data science degree, because that's something not everybody has. But combining this with just giving it a chance and risking this, that's super powerful. I always thought, so many people have to have, they must have tried this, right? Or this is probably not a large problem, right? It's just this municipality, but usually not the case. Usually if you see it as a pattern and no one else is addressing it, you are probably the only one addressing it, and you should go for it. You should have the courage and go for it and persist. Yeah, I have one. Okay. We did a movie for our graduation with the red sofa on tour. And we've put the red sofa out of the school onto Gendarmenmarkt in the middle and interviewed students there in front of everyone. That was really cool. So 8 people carried it over the Gendarmenmarkt to place it right in the middle. It's now a construction site, I think. It was not back then. And it was a very sunny day. And also people sat down like strangers and talked to us. It was funny.